My name is Reece McReynolds. I'm a father of two, Ryan and Reece. I currently work in the consumer's package industry for Bimbo Canada. Started playing hockey at the age of 4. My father put a rink in our yard, and I have a twin brother named Blair. And we used to, I think we were on skates by the age of 2. Grew up in a small town in northern Ontario called Penetang on the shores in Georgia Bay. And back then, people didn't leave the small towns to go and play AAA somewhere. So I played what was considered to be double B hockey. We had a lot of great hockey players, quite honestly, but people didn't leave. And played all the way up until 17, 18 years old, still playing junior C hockey. And then I knew of a guy that played for the Stainer Siskins who got a full scholarship down to the U.S. to play, and decided that I wanted to take that opportunity and see if I could make that happen. I didn't take the same path as most people would. I think anybody thinking about professional hockey players today, they would have started playing AAA hockey at the age of probably 7 or 8 years old. It was like a whole whirlwind, right? I mean, it was really fast. I played junior C hockey the year before, played 1 year of Tier 2 hockey in Aurelia, and I started to hear NHL teams were interested. I got interviewed by a couple of teams, and I was pretty confident that I was going to get drafted by the New York Rangers. They had interviewed me. And I went down to Toronto. It was, lucky enough that the draft was in Toronto that year. I went down to the draft. When I first got on the ice with Wayne Gretzky, I'd now been a pro for quite a few years. So I actually, at this point in time, realized what a special chance to play with the greatest hockey player in the world. And I really watched how he handled himself, both within the room and his teammates, and also with fans and the media. So it was incredible to just watch how he managed himself. I think he's one of the most humble individuals. And if you listen to him talk, one thing that he always says is that he's very fortunate and lucky enough to have ever played in the NHL, and that everything he has, he owes to the game of hockey. Not a lot of, professional hockey players at that level think that way. I think it was 1992, I believe, or 3. And Wayne Gretzky was on the verge of breaking Gordie Howe's record for the most goals ever in the NHL. And the media was following him. There was a couple of games that he hadn't scored, and everybody was, Gordie Howe was there, his family, his parents were there, and just waiting for this goal to happen. It was in LA. We were playing against Vancouver, and anybody that's seen that footage, I'm sure will remember this goal. But it was an incredible play. It was, a perfect, timely kind of goal for breaking the record, and everything stopped and celebrated. I think they gave him a car. They interviewed him. Both teams are waiting for the game to start back up. There was hats and pucks and celebrations and everything, and I still have a lot of that memorabilia. That was probably the most the fondest memory that I have. And lucky enough, I actually had an assist in that game, and so that game sheet's in the Hockey Hall of Fame, and my name's on it. So very fortunate that way. I had a knee injury back in 1999. I was, skating without the puck actually, and just bumped into a guy. I blew out my knee. I had surgery. It was later on in the year, and I was very close to coming back, but didn't make it back to play that year. I was getting, little bit older from a hockey standpoint, and was thinking that it might be a time to either I would have to drop leagues or potentially have a difficult time getting a contract in the top league that I was playing in Germany. And an opportunity came up. There was an opportunity for a sales manager role, and I applied for the role, got the job, and here we are 22 years later. I do. I was hoping to play for a few more years. And, as you get older in hockey and the kids get stronger and faster, it's always more difficult to keep up and play at that level. But I think I had it in me for a couple of years. But it's difficult the lifestyle is not that easy. It looks glamorous, and even in the European pro leagues, the travel isn't as hard, but you're picking up and moving twice a year. And at that point in time, we had Ryan, one child, and moving dogs and kids and clothes and everything twice a year, it gets difficult. And we were kind of ready to settle down and get some roots.